Have you ever wondered what it truly takes to create one of the most feared warriors in all of history? Forget everything you think you know from movies and video games. We're going on a journey back in time to ancient Sparta to uncover the grueling, relentless, and almost unbelievable path a 7-year-old boy had to walk to earn the title of Spartan. This isn't just a story of battles and spears. It's a story of a society that engineered human beings for a single purpose: absolute military excellence. So, picture this. You're a young boy in Sparta, maybe 6 years old. Your life so far has been relatively normal, spent with your mother and family. But a shadow looms, a date circled on the calendar of your life, your 7th birthday. For a Spartan boy, this isn't a day for cake and gifts. It's the day your childhood ends. It's the day you are taken from your home, from the arms of your mother, and thrust into the Agoge, the state-sponsored military academy that will be your new home, your new family, and your crucible for the next 13 years. The farewell is likely brief, not overly emotional. In Sparta, sentimentality is a weakness, and there is no room for weakness. From this moment on, the state owns you. Your loyalty is no longer to your family, but to Sparta itself. Upon entering the Agoge, you're stripped of your name and given a number. You are now part of a herd, an agili, grouped with other boys your age. Your personal identity begins to fade, replaced by a collective one. The first thing you notice is the austerity. There are no comforts here. You'll sleep on a bed of reeds you've gathered yourself from the riverbank, with no blankets to shield you from the cold. Warmth is a luxury, and Spartans believe enduring the cold builds resilience. Your clothing is a single, simple tunic, regardless of the season. Summer heat, winter frost, you face it all with the same minimal protection. This is the first lesson. Comfort is the enemy of strength. Your days are structured with brutal efficiency. From dawn till dusk, it's a relentless cycle of training. Physical education is the core of everything. You'll run, jump, wrestle, and throw the javelin and discus until your muscles scream. But this is more than just exercise. Every activity is a competition. Winning brings honor and perhaps an extra morsel of food. Losing brings shame and punishment. The trainers, older warriors who have survived this very system, are merciless. They push you beyond your limits, teaching you to ignore pain and fatigue. A scraped knee, a twisted ankle. You're expected to get up and continue. Crying is met with ridicule, not sympathy. You learn to internalize your pain, to transform it into fuel. The education isn't just physical. You're taught to read and write, but only what is necessary. The focus is on laconic speech, the ability to express complex ideas with the fewest words possible. Spartans despised idle chatter. Wit and clever, concise responses were highly valued. You'd be asked difficult questions and expected to give a sharp, intelligent answer instantly. Hesitation or a foolish reply would earn you a swift punishment, sometimes a bite to the thumb from the instructor. You're also taught music and dance, but not for entertainment. These are war dances, rhythmic movements designed to instill discipline, coordination, and a unified spirit on the battlefield. The songs are patriotic hymns, telling tales of heroic ancestors and the glory of dying for Sparta. Every note, every step is another brick in the wall of your Spartan identity. But perhaps the most infamous part of the Agoge is the systematic starvation. Your rations are intentionally meager, barely enough to sustain you. Hunger becomes a constant companion, a dull ache in your belly that never truly goes away. This serves two purposes. First, it accustoms you to the hardships of a military campaign, where food might be scarce. Second, and more importantly, it encourages you to steal. Yes, you heard that right. The state wants you to steal food. But there's a catch. Getting caught is the ultimate crime. If you're caught, you are flogged. Not for stealing, but for your incompetence in getting caught. This teaches stealth, cunning, and resourcefulness, all vital skills for a soldier. Imagine the pressure, annoying hunger driving you to risk a painful whipping, all to develop the skills of a perfect infiltrator. As you grow older, the training intensifies. You begin to handle real weapons. You learn the art of the phalanx, the iconic Spartan battle formation. This is where the collective identity forged in the Agoge becomes paramount. The phalanx is a human wall of shields and spears. Its strength depends entirely on the man next to you. You must trust him with your life, just as he trusts you with his. You learn to move as one organism, a single, unstoppable force. The shield you carry is the most important piece of equipment. A Spartan mother would tell her son to come back with your shield, or on it. Returning without your shield meant you had dropped it to flee, the ultimate act of cowardice, as it exposed the man next to you. Dying in battle, carried home on your shield, was the greatest honor. Around the age of 18, you face the final, terrifying test, the Krypteia. Selected members of the Agoge, the most promising and ruthless, are sent out into the countryside with nothing but a dagger. Their mission is to survive by any means necessary and, according to some ancient sources, to terrorize and assassinate the Hēbōntes, Sparta's large enslaved population. The Krypteia was a secret police, a tool to keep the Hēbōntes in a constant state of fear and prevent uprisings. For the young Spartan, it was the ultimate graduation exam, a test of his survival skills, his ruthlessness, and his unwavering commitment to the security of the state. It was a descent into darkness from which he had to emerge a hardened killer, ready for the realities of war. If you survive the Agoge and the Krypteia, at age 20, you are a full-fledged Spartan warrior. You are admitted into a syssition, a common mess hall, where you will dine with the same 15-man group for the rest of your military life. This is your new family, the brothers you will fight and die alongside. Even if you marry, you will live in the barracks until you are 30, dedicating your life completely to the military. You are now the shield of Sparta, a product of a system designed to strip away your individuality and forge you into a perfect cog in the most lethal war machine of the ancient world. From a 7-year-old boy taken from his mother, you have been transformed. You have endured pain, hunger, and fear. You have learned to kill, to obey, and to place the state above all else. You are a hoplite. You are a Spartan. The life of a Spartan was harsh, brutal, and short, but in their minds it was a life of purpose, honor, and glory. This system, for all its cruelty, created a warrior class that dominated the Greek world for centuries. It's a stark reminder of how far a society will go to achieve its goals. Thank you so much for joining me on this journey into the heart of ancient Sparta. If you found this fascinating, please hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and ring the bell so you don't miss our next dive into history. Let me know in the comments what other historical topics you'd like to explore. Until next time, stay curious.